As one example of what I mean by win-win situations and things being good for the associates, one of the most recent acquisitions that we've done in Markel Ventures is that of Costa Farms, which the folks that grow these plants here that we've seen. And Costa uses a version of the Toyota production system, which is the same thing that is the root system underlying Markel Food Group business systems, the Colfax business systems, Gayner, all that sort of has as its intellectual godfather, the Toyota production system. And if you think about the folks who work for Costa, I mean, these are people who are out in the fields, very high temperatures, agricultural work. It's tough work. But one of the things that has happened as part of the adoption of the Toyota production system within that business is that at first thing in the morning, every single morning, groups of the Costa employees meet. And this would be a group of 8 or 10 folks together. And they review and deal with the tasks they have for that day. So here's the schedule today. The group leader is talking to each of the folks within the group. Here's our schedule. Does this make sense to you? Do you think we'll be able to do this? Is this going to work? You see any problems? So just a human interaction where you're looking in the eyeballs of the people you're working with and checking in about the tasks you have that day. That's a 5-minute meeting. At 11 o'clock the same day, they have a follow-up meeting where basically it's a check-in and a very quick meeting to say, we're on track, we're going to do this, we have a problem, it's not working well, we need to communicate that up the chain, maybe get some help, but at least let somebody know. Now, one of the things that has happened as a result of that process being put in place is that absenteeism and tardiness plummeted. Now, I think one of the reasons for that is that first thing in the morning, when you're going to go out in the field, somebody has said good morning to you. Somebody has looked you in the eye, asked you how you're doing, discussed the day's activities with you. I think it's a very humane way of interacting with the people that you work with, and it has caused the business to flourish and in unforeseen ways because people are more connected to the mission and the company and what they're doing. So I think these business systems, again, while it may seem somewhat cold and impersonal to quantify everything and want the KPIs, and it may seem almost like an artificial process to have the kaizens of how are we going to get one less day of receivables in our accounts receivable and figure those sorts of things out. At the same time, these are people talking with one another, bouncing ideas off one another, and there's no hierarchy that's involved. When you're in a setting such as that, anybody's idea is fair game and at the table. And again, I just think that makes it more fun, more encouraging, more uplifting for all of the people that are involved.
Costa Farms has grown from a family-owned operation in South Florida into one of the biggest providers of indoor houseplants to national home improvement stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. Mass merchandisers like Walmart, supermarket chains like Publix and Kroger, club stores like Sam's Club, Costco and BJ's.
People have asked me, say, wow, if the company makes enough money, why aren't you guys satisfied with the size of the company or with the earnings of the company? And to me, the answer is no. I mean, we're really never satisfied. And I think if we were satisfied, if we sort of stopped trying to grow, that we would be doing a disservice to our team.
The work ethic that you see in the owners of the company and the leaders of the company now, it's kind of passed on through the generations to the employees today.